This video is for you if you want to dive into one of the most transformative topics in the world of manifestation, Neville Goddard's approach to manifesting. Neville Goddard is one of the most influential spiritual teachers of the 20th century, and his teachings on manifestation are simple yet incredibly powerful. I'm Jeff, and I teach practical and spiritual methods to organize and empower your life. So if you're ready to learn how to harness these methods of manifestation and create the life you desire, stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll already have a very solid understanding of how to start manifesting your dreams, just like Neville Goddard taught. So let's get started. The foundation of Neville Goddard's teachings is that imagination creates reality. Everything you experience in your external world is a direct reflection of your inner world, specifically the images and ideas that you hold in your mind. So, according to Neville Goddard, your imagination isn't just a tool for creativity, it's also the very force that shapes your reality. So, if you want to change your life, the first step is to change what you're imagining. Instead of focusing on what you don't want or on what's not working in your life, start using your imagination to focus on the life that you do want and imagine that end result. What it looks like, what it feels like, what it sounds like. What does it feel like to have already accomplished those amazing things in your life? Because this is a critical aspect of manifesting. Because what you persistently imagine and feel will eventually become your reality. And this is essentially the fundamental message of Neville Goddard's teachings. So now let's talk about one of Neville Goddard's most famous concepts, living in the end. This is the idea that in order to fully manifest your dreams, you must mentally and emotionally place yourself in the state of already having what you want. So instead of wishing or hoping for something to happen in the future, you live as though you're already at the end of it. You live as though it's already done. So, for example, if you want to manifest a loving relationship, you wouldn't focus on the fact that you're single and you haven't found anyone and that you're lonely. Instead, you would imagine yourself already in that relationship, experiencing the love, the joy, the companionship that you've always wanted. So you mentally live in that end result. This might seem counterintuitive, but Neville Goddard taught that when you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you set the stage for it to manifest in your physical reality. And this is because the subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's imagined. Instead, it responds to the feelings you embody and then brings those feelings into form. Another essential element in the techniques of Neville Goddard is the importance of feeling. He emphasized a lot that our emotions are the driving force behind manifestation. So it's not enough to just visualize or think about your desires. You have to feel as though that desire is already fulfilled. Why? Because again, feeling, emotion, that's the language of the subconscious mind. When you embody that feeling of your wish fulfilled, you're impressing that feeling into your subconscious, which then goes to work manifesting it into your life. So when you're practicing this concept of living in the end, don't just think about what you want, but instead tap into that emotional state that comes with already having it. Feel the joy, the excitement, the gratitude, or whatever emotions align with that desire being fully realized in your life. And the stronger and more authentic the feeling, the faster the process of manifestation. One of the most powerful times to practice these techniques is in the period right before falling asleep. Because in that drowsy, relaxed state, just before we fall asleep, the conscious mind is more quiet and our subconscious is much more open to suggestion. So Neville Goddard taught that this is the ideal time to impress our desires into the subconscious, because our mind is less resistant and more receptive to new ideas during that time. So essentially, it's very simple. As you're about to go to bed, about to drift off to sleep, just visualize that scene that implies your desire is already fulfilled, and make a habit of that. Every night when you go to bed, in your mind, just go through a scenario in which you've already achieved what you want to. Your dream world has already become reality. And replay that scene over and over in your mind until you fall asleep. According to Neville Goddard, this simple technique can really help to accelerate the manifestation process because it taps directly into the power of the subconscious. One final key to manifesting like Neville Goddard is to trust the process. One of the biggest mistakes people make is getting impatient or trying to control how and when their desires will manifest. But ultimately, once we've imagined the end goal and we feel that feeling of the wish fulfilled, we have to release that need to control the outcome. Our only job is really to maintain the feeling of that end result and trust the universe to take care of the rest. So trust that your desire is already on the way and avoid falling into doubt or fear. And remember, the process of manifestation is natural. It's how reality works. So your imagination, your feelings, and your assumptions are always working to create your reality, whether you're aware of it or not. So trust that by aligning your inner world with your desires, the outer world will then follow. So to recap, Neville Goddard's approach to manifesting is all about using the power of your imagination, living in the end, and feeling as though your desires are already fulfilled, and ultimately trusting the process. So by applying these very simple yet profound techniques, you can transform your reality and manifest anything you desire. So if you're ready to start manifesting just like Neville Goddard, begin today by imagining and most importantly feeling your wish fulfilled before you fall asleep tonight. Let me know in the comments below how you plan to apply these principles and techniques in your own life. And as always, if you found this video helpful, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more conscious content in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.